Hello, welcome back to Fox 4's live coverage of a shooting at a high school in Arlington, specifically right outside Bowie High School in Arlington. About 2,500 students attend school there. They were in school when the shooting happened. The school went on lockdown and remains that way. You see the orange cones kind of behind those officers there outside that sort of outside building as well. That is where we believe the shooting occurred. Those evidence cones are on the ground, likely marking shell casings, something like that. What police have revealed is that, according to Arlington police scanner traffic on between police officers, one shooter, one victim. So there is a shooting victim who has been transported, according to DFW scanner, transported to a hospital for treatment. I can tell you Arlington ISD is also preparing to let these students out of school, a reunification center at Bowie High School for parents to pick up. You are told when we get this exactly to bring your ID. The pickup still unconfirmed at this point, but it sounds like they're talking about at the Performing Arts Center or the Athletic Center. So parents will know where those locations are. 1001 East Division Street, Arlington. Stephen Dial, reporter, is on the scene, just arriving shortly. Stephen, what's been your observations? What do you know?
Steve, things are still very fluid, as you could imagine right now. And unfortunately, for the second time in about 2 weeks in the DFW area, we're reporting on a shooting that's happening on a school campus. As you mentioned in the video that we can see from Sky 4, that they are focused on that portable classroom with those cones likely marking some evidence. I'm gonna step out of the shot here live so that you can see what we are doing here on the ground. So we are on the corner of High Bank Drive and New York Avenue on the one side of the school, the entrance. As you can see, of course, from the air and the ground, multiple emergency officials. Unfortunately, law enforcement prepares for these types of incidents, and we just have to wait and see what additional details we have from this. The school district has confirmed that there was a report of a shooting. We do not know many other details. I know Arlington Police Department, Tim Ciesco with the Arlington Police Department was saying that they are setting up a mobile command, so hopefully we'll get more information funneled in from the police department. As you can see, multiple streets are closed here on the ground. And naturally, just like 2 weeks ago, unfortunately, in Dallas ISD, parents are lined up in different parts trying to figure out where that reunification area will be so that they can get to their children. Steve.
All right, so Stephen, we haven't heard if there's a suspect in custody, and there's still a lot of police officers out there and kind of in tactical-ish positions like that. Makes me think maybe they don't have a shooter in custody. What do you think based on what you're seeing? Does it look like it's totally on a stand down under control thing, or not quite yet?
I don't think quite yet, and you know, all of these situations are totally different because here on the ground, things are pretty calm, but that does not mean that they're not actively searching for someone. It just means on this perimeter that we're at, I mean, we are the closest we can get to the school. On New York Avenue is a main thoroughfare over here, and you see the school buses lined up. You see some parents in certain areas, depending on what video angle you're looking at. It's unclear if they have someone in custody, if they are looking near the campus, like it was 2 weeks ago, where that suspect was arrested at the football stadium, near the football stadium. And there are some officers in a wooded area, kind of on the edge of campus. Now, two churches kind of back up this school. We're by one church, Regency Baptist Church. There's another church on another side. And so on the ground, to me, things are pretty calm, but that does not mean that there's not an active search.
Yeah, that would be my observation as well. And I did see also those officers you're talking about kind of on the backside in a field, sort of what appeared to be a containment sort of position, or at least a boundary position. I know students should be getting out soon. We should start to see some of that movement too, because there will be a reunification process. Parents can reunite at the AISD Athletics and Aquatics Center. That is according to Arlington Police. Parents can reunite with their students, 1001 East Division Street at the AISD Athletics and Aquatics Center. If you have not heard from your child and your child was inside Bowie High School, that is likely where you will be reunified with your child and pick him or her up. So I'm looking at sort of body language as you were, Stephen, and it appears folks are moving with measure. Nobody is running. We don't see anybody running to or from. And so if there is a shooter not in custody, I don't know where that person would be or where they're looking. We haven't seen any sort of active search areas that we could see. I suppose it's possible that that totally out of there or in custody, and we just don't know it. But if they are releasing students, that means they feel it's pretty safe to move them around inside the campus. They will probably come out in lines outside, pretty structured, and I would assume that means they believe everything is safe in the school and can be kept safe outside the school with the police presence. A shooting reported, not an active shooter, excuse me, a shooter reported outside the school. One victim transported, according to Arlington police and scanner traffic. One shooter involved in this, according to, again, scanner traffic, what we're hearing. So that's what we know. We're going to keep an eye on this. We'll go to break and come back as more things are learned. But again, parents can reunite with students at 1001 East Division Street at the ASD Athletics and Aquatics Center. Don't have a specific time on that, but be prepared to be there to pick up your child. I'm Steve Eager in the Fox 4 studios. We'll be back. We'll keep an eye on this, and we'll check back in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching.
This has been a Fox 4 News Alert. Stay connected at fox4news.com. and live streaming on Fox Local. Always here for you, Fox 4.